Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Have you noticed how high the cost of new cars have become? I mean, it's crazy. The result of rising inflation has caused another issue that we've seen before, higher repossessions, as drivers can't afford to keep the cars that they overpaid for when the shortage started. Lauren Fix, the car coach, tells us why we are paying more and if now is the time or should we wait to buy.
Is the car bubble about to burst? Well, we are about to get screwed. Car buying is not what it used to be as shoppers find bare lots and inflated prices. The auto market is still short on supply and very high on demand. And beyond the chip shortage, there are shortages in tires, wiring harnesses, and plastic components. The new government regulations are not very helpful either. One dealer I spoke to has new cars on their lot, but they're not saleable because they're missing inner wheelhouses or microchips for safety features or even the center screen. In conversations with many automakers, they don't see any relief on these supply chain issues until 2024. Now, this is a result of offshore components to China and other countries. The result is higher vehicle prices, limited supply of vehicles. According to J.D. Power, an LMC automotive survey released Wednesday, supplies are still scarce and prices are still high, and the industry is still constrained by insufficient inventory to meet robust consumer demand. The result of rising inflation has caused another issue that we've seen before: higher repossessions, as drivers can't afford to keep the cars they've overpaid for when the shortage started. Why? Because increased insurance, higher gas and electric prices, and maintenance costs have led to difficulties in making car payments. And in many cases, pandemic stimulus helped defaulters buy cars. But when the checks stopped coming in, inflation surged, and people could not keep up with the payments, especially now that the Fed raised interest rates. Although used car prices are only a bit less in price than during the peak pricing last year, the new car market is even uglier. At the end of last month, Kelley Blue Book reported new car buyers paid an average of $48,182 in August. It has been the highest figure KBB had ever recorded, and the auto market is still sharp on supply and still strong on demand. So prices aren't likely to go down or offer incentives or any great finance rates in the near future. While supply is still limited and supply chain is still struggling, demand is starting to fall off because cash-strapped consumers are putting off buying new cars and buying out their leases and keeping the vehicles that they have now. Now, armed with all this information, is the car bubble about to burst? If you're considering selling a car, now is the time to pull the trigger. The used car bubble is absolutely about to burst. And if not by now, by the end of the year, or the latest 2023. Now, this is a rare time that used cars are selling at higher prices, and the average price of a used vehicle is $33,341. That's lower than the peak of March 2022, but only by $172. Now, if you're in the market for a used car, I'd hold off for a few more months if you can. Prices are coming down as interest rates rise, and used car buyers are paying an average of $10,046 more thanks to the auto market bubble. Buckle up and be very patient. The bubble has not burst yet, and more shortages equal higher costs. I'm Lauren Fix, and you can find this information on my website, carcoachreports.com and dailyflashshow.com.